is coming up next. And a good evening in the Texas League, as we are down to our final game of this 3-game series between the San Antonio Missions and your Tulsa Drillers. Tomorrow night, the Tulsa Drillers will play host the Corpus Christi Hooks in a 3-game series. Don't forget, the Tulsa Drillers will head to San Antonio after the final 3-game set. They'll play 3 in San Antonio and 3 in Corpus Christi. Go online now and purchase and print your tickets from home. Also, download the First Pitch app from Minor League Baseball, and you can download that in any smartphone. Well, we are here in Center City Field as we have our 7 o'clock game, and clear skies as we begin this one. And here's the starting lineups for the visiting San Antonio Missions. Leading off in center field, Billy Richter. Ronnie Finch will be the shortstop for San Antonio. He'll bat second. Felipe Rodriguez will be at first base, batting third. Batting fourth in right field, Edgar Armas. Robbie Hunt will be the Mission's third baseman. Carlos Valentin will be at second base, batting sixth for the Missions. Chad Taylor will be the San Antonio catcher. Taylor catching. Dustin Gonzalez will be the left fielder. Gonzalez at left. And batting ninth, the pitcher for San Antonio, Brett Kennedy. And now here's the starting lineup for the Tulsa Drillers. Batting in center field, Kareem McLeod. Batting second, the Tulsa shortstop, Thomas Tomlinson. Batting third in left field, Ronnie Chadwick. Batting fourth in right field, C. Anderson. Batting fifth, the second baseman, Ray McCormick. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Kevin Diaz. Batting seventh, the first baseman, John Wales. Batting eighth, the Tulsa catcher, Michael Wesson. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Russell Shipp. And that's tonight's starting lineups. Now we take you to the field for the final game of this 3-game series between the visiting San Antonio Missions and the Tulsa Drillers.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the San Antonio Missions and the Tulsa Drillers. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Russell Shipp, a Mexican-born lefty, is the man on the mound in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Stepping in, Billy Richter. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
San Antonio. Center fielder,
First delivery to him on the way. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out. Now to the plate, Rodney Finch. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit out towards second. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Standing in now, Felipe Rodriguez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. Swinging a soft liner, and that'll get down out there. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Into the box now, Edgar Armas, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4 hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
Line towards center field. McLeod has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Throw won't get him. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. What's this club going to need to focus on this evening, Mark?
A huge key I see for this lineup is they're going to have to make this defense work. They're not afraid to kick a baseball around. If they can put the ball in play and make this defense beat themselves, they don't even have to worry about running into a 3-run homer.
Into the box now, Robbie Hunt, and he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit down the third baseline. Reined in. The throw pulls him off the bag. So digging in now, Carlos Valentin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Liner towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away. Stepping in now, Chad Taylor, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He could really open this lead up early if he can deliver here with the bases loaded. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. lofted in the air out to right field. And this is going to plate at least 2 of those runners as it's down for extra bases. 1 run is scored. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Well, this doesn't have the makings of a start he's going to be proud of, does it? He's getting absolutely pounded here in the first inning, and I would think they're not going to let this go on for much longer.
In now, Dustin Gonzalez dribbled up the line. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Batting ninth, pitcher, number 60.
Now at the plate, number 60. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. First offering on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. Tomlinson moving to his right. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Missions lead it 5-0. Number 60, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Stepping up to the plate, Kareem McLeod. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Kareem McLeod.
And the pitch. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled away. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Matty, this lineup finds himself in a hole right now. Down a bunch of runs. This is where you find out about your lineup, though, that pass the baton mentality. Can't try and get it all back at once. Have good at-bats, follow the game plan you guys worked on, and stay in the zone.
Digging in the switch hitter, Thomas Tomlinson. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. The 1-1 home. Hard hit and deep toward the right field line. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Into the box, Ronnie Chadwick, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Tomlinson takes his lead at third with 1 away. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
2-0 count. The pitch is taken, strike 1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
A man at third with one away. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Richter moving in. He makes the running play. 2 down. And even with 2 away now, that ball just didn't get out there deep enough, so they'll hold him at third base.
Right fielder, Christopher.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Christopher Anderson. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A pitch taken for a strike around the shoulders. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
Here's the 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll move ahead to the top of the second now. San Antonio's out in front, 5-0. Digging in to try it again, Billy Richter. He singled his last time up.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Little flare out to left. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning.
Hey, he had a rough first inning, and now the leadoff single to start this second does not bode well for this pitcher.
Into the box now, Rodney Finch, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Set to deliver the 0-1. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. The 1-1. Taken, strike 2. Tapper up the line. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. And when you talk about third base, you talk about a step and a dive. But you better have something to go with it when you get to your knees. And that's what this guy has. An absolute howitzer.
Stepping up now, Felipe Rodriguez. He reached on a single in his first try. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard on the ground is short. Tomlinson has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 12, Edgar Armas.
Digging in for his second at bat, Edgar Armas. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch. This is pulled into right. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And the run will score from second here as that breaks it open to a 6-0 lead.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Down the third baseline. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Now batting, second baseman, Carlos Valentin.
So striding in, Carlos Valentin. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Armas over at second. Hunt on at first with 2 down. Line toward the gap in left center. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. Long throw to third. On to third, but he's in safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Now batting, catcher, Chad Taylor.
Coming to the plate now, Chad Taylor. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. McLeod giving chase. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Missions lead it 7-0. Into the box now, Ray McCormick, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
A high fastball is in there.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
The 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gonzalez is in pursuit. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up today. And over at first base in this one today is the guy that can pick it with the best of them. And I can't overstate that enough. As a former middle infielder, when you could close your eyes and throw it over to first base knowing it was getting picked out of the grass or picked out of the dirt, man, what a comfortable feeling.
Coming to the plate now, Kevin Diaz. First pitch on its way. Nope. And a fastball just a bit up. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he takes a cold strike 1. The 1-2 gets him looking. Strike 3.
Batting 7, third baseman.
Digging in now, John Wales. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
And a fastball just a bit high.
Ball 1, no strike.
Two out, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
And that's taken for a cold strike 2.
1 and 2.
Another 1-2 delivery. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dustin Gonzalez. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Line towards center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the 3rd.
Last pitch was a fastball. Tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Standing in now, number 60. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Gonzalez rounds the corner and is headed home. Out at the plate as they slap the tag on him.
Wow, it looked like he was carrying a piano around the bases on that one, but somehow he makes it all the way around the 3rd for a triple. Give credit where credit is due. Nobody in the park, including me, thought he had that in him.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. McLeod on the move. Makes the catch, but the runner from 3rd breaks for home. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
That was a good, controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
Skipper out of the dugout making the slow trek to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout here as he'll turn things over to the bullpen from here on out. Monty Ibar is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Rodney Finch will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted in the air out to center field. McLeod is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. San Antonio's out in front, 8-0. Now at the plate, Michael Wesson. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
The 0-2 home. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
In now, Monty Ibar. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. One out, nobody on. Into the corner and slicing foul. tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Heading out towards shallow right. Armas sprinting after it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Center fielder number 11, Kareem McLeod.
Digging in, Kareem McLeod. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Gonzalez is going to get there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Missions lead it 8-0. So striding forward now, Felipe Rodriguez. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Rodriguez.
First offering on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Hit hard to short. He's got it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starters' final line. And clearly he was off his game this evening. Digging in and looking for more, Edgar Armas. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Again, another foul ball.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
This is the first home run of the game, but the bats are definitely alive for both teams tonight. There have been a ton of hits already. These pitchers might want to duck and cover if things continue this way.
The batter, third baseman.
Into the box, Robbie Hunt. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swinging the ball line softly down the line in left. But this is going to get foul.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a 3rd.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Liner towards second. But this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. But add on 1 more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Bottom of the 4th coming up. San Antonio's out in front, 9-0. Ready for another chance. Thomas Tomlinson.
The shortstop, Tomlinson.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. windup and the 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Armas looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Ronnie Chadwick.
Now in the box, Ronnie Chadwick. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Popped him up. Hunt over to his right. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Christopher Anderson.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Christopher Anderson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, he checked his swing there and pops this one up. Finch is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We played 4 full. The Missions lead it 9-0. In now, Chad Taylor. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
Taylor.
First pitch of the at-bat. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. McLeod patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
The left fielder, number 7, Justin Gonzalez.
Now at the plate, Dustin Gonzalez. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Softly hit here to the left side. And this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out.
Now batting, number 60.
So here now is the pitcher, number 60. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
He came to play today. Not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
Stepping in now, Billy Richter, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Last half of the 5th coming up. San Antonio's out in front, 9-0. Striding in once again, Ray McCormick.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
And he takes strike 2.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the fifth, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Stepping into the box, Kevin Diaz. He got called out on strikes his last time through. No balls and a strike to count. Bases are empty, one man out. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. The next 0-2 gets him looking up around the letters.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Standing in, John Wales. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll post into second here with a 2-out double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Into the box now, Michael Wesson, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A throw behind the runner at second, and he'll get back in standing. Wales at second with 2 down. Soft liner to the left side, and that's in there, base hit. The runner from second scores as they inch a bit closer.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, Dero. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan when you know you got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Popped him up. Valentin moving to his left, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 5 innings complete. The Missions lead it 9-1. Thomas White gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Rodney Finch will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. High and deep to left center field. Chadwick ranging back at the track, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap, and he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
In now, Felipe Rodriguez swinging a ground ball to third. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Row. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up and just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Standing in now, Edgar Armas, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Fastball called for strike 2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Edgar Armas becomes the first out of the inning. Stepping in now, Robbie Hunt. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
He was not messing around in that at-bat. Looking for a first pitch fastball all the way, and that's exactly what he got. Nice job to rip it down the line and drive in a run at the same time. He'll feel good about that one.
Into the box, Carlos Valentin. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. And the second run will score as well. And he is into second base with a 2-run double. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and powering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Set to deliver the 0-1. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, Dustin Gonzalez.
Digging in, Dustin Gonzalez. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a shot toward the gap in left center. The runner from second crosses the plate, and he will pull into second with an RBI double.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
Into the box now, number 60. He swings and grounds it to short. Tomlinson over to his left, on to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. So it's 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a man left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. San Antonio's out in front, 13-1. Ready for another shot now, Kareem McLeod. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
McLeod ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. He will score. And the gap shortens, but still plenty of work to do. Digging in, Tomlinson. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. No outs, nobody on. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Standing in now, Ronnie Chadwick, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
In now, Christopher Anderson, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. No play as the run comes in to score, and we're all hoping he's going to be okay on the mound.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Ray McCormick.
So coming to the plate, Ray McCormick. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Anderson leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Oh, and 2. Here it comes. Popped him up. Rodriguez has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, third baseman, Kevin Diaz.
Ready now, Kevin Diaz. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch on its way. Now look out as this is whistled foul off to the right side. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
2 out here and a runner at second. And a fastball just a bit high.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
The 2-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
The 2-2. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Finch has got it, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We're through 6 full. The Missions lead it 13-3. Back here for Texas League Baseball on MLB Network. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Now at the plate, Billy Richter. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Billy Richter.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Line towards center field. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. So it's an inning opening single to kick off their half of the 7th.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's given him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Bouncer to the left side. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Standing in, Felipe Rodriguez. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Here comes the first pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. McLeod is there. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the fly out. Now he's only 90 feet away with one out.
Striding in, Edgar Armas. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. From the stretch. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike 1. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Just got a piece up the line. Scooped up and a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, third baseman, Robbie Hunt.
Stepping into the box, Robbie Hunt. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's set. Here it comes. Smoke toward third, and that's through into left, a base hit. Finch blows through the stop sign, headed for home. The tag, and he's in there as they extend their lead even further.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Bo Score comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Into the box, Carlos Valentin. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left as this lead got even wider.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you one thing. That was not what he had in mind. First pitch, and it was out of here. That's a rough way to start your day at the office as a reliever.
Into the box now, Chad Taylor. And he puts it on the ground to second. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. So they score 4 times on 4 hits here. No errors and no one left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. San Antonio's out in front, 17-3. Trying to pick things up where we left off, John Wales.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And this will be no problem over at third, and there's the first out.
Michael Wesson.
Ready once again, Michael Wesson. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. One out, nobody on. Strike 2. And the pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
You think there's any justice in the game, watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
David Gomes will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Richter giving chase. And now a lunging catch, and he does a full gainer as well, but somehow hangs on for the second out.
Center fielder number 11, Kareem McLeod.
Now batting, Kareem McLeod. On its way is pitch number 75.
Oh, that's out.
Ball one. And that one just missed outside.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
And he swings right through it there. 2-1. Now the 2-1 is in there for strike number 2. Wesson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Now a ball lined softly down the left field line. Foul. Another 2-2 offering, and he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Arturo Perez enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Arturo Perez.
Striding into the box, Dustin Gonzalez.
Left fielder, Dustin Gonzalez.
First pitch on its way. Soft liner towards center. Lands in for a base hit, and he's 3 for 5 in this one. So their half of the 8th opens with a man aboard.
Now batting, number 60.
Kenny McClendon will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 10, Kenny McClendon.
Hit down the third base line. This is foul for the first strike. A runner at first with no outs here. This is line to left. In there, a base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over it.
3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Pulled softly out toward right. That's in there. Base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. And now he'll try and scurry back to first, but the throw rings him out to dry. Bad base running mistake there for out number 1. Settling in now, Rodney Finch has got 3 hits, including a double to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistake in location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field as they just continue to pour it on here.
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. He destroyed it.
Stepping in now, Felipe Rodriguez down the third baseline. He's looking for his third hit of the ball game here. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Line drive to center field. McLeod is there now, and he has it. Two gone.
Now back, right fielder, Edgar Armand.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Edgar Armas. First offering on its way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Wales scoops it up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Missions lead it 20-3. Ramon Cortez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Ramon Cortez.
Into the box, Thomas Tomlinson.
Leading off for Tulsa, the shortstop,
First pitch of the at-bat.
Tomlinson.
Hit out towards second. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So with a man aboard now, the RBI men will have an opportunity with nobody out in the inning.
Left fielder, Ronnie.
At the plate, Ronnie Chadwick. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Tomlinson aboard here at first with nobody out. Line towards center field. Richter is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Christopher Anderson.
Stepping in, Christopher Anderson. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here, because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Digging in once again, Ray McCormick. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And another foul ball.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
hit on the ground out for short. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. At the plate, Robbie Hunt. He'll try to build on an already great game. He's 3 for 5 so far in this one.
Robbie Hunt.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch to short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, second baseman, Carlos Valentin.
So standing in, Carlos Valentin, and we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. McLeod is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Captain, Chad Taylor.
At the plate, Chad Taylor. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Now batting, left fielder, Dustin Gonzalez.
So stepping in, Dustin Gonzalez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Scorched to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. San Antonio's out in front, 20-3. Now to the plate, Kevin Diaz, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
0-1, here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Armas. 1 down. And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one. He was great all night long. Into the box now, John Wales. First delivery to him on the way. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line drive to left. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
Now batting, catcher, Michael Wesson.
Stepping in, Michael Wesson is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Popped him up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for route number 2. Kevin Redmond will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1. Wales is off at first with 2 away. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. Armas is there. Makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter.
And
but it's
San
always
Antonio
nice when you
wins
can
it.
get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
20-3 tonight. The Missions came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. Number 60 takes home the win. Russell Shipp was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa and the lefty Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Time of the ball game.
Well, as San Antonio wins this ball game, the Tulsa Drillers will get swept the 3-game series. And San Antonio wins 3, and Tulsa loses 3. Well, the Missions are headed to Springfield. They'll pick up a 3-game series. And after that, they'll get a 6 at-home series between Tulsa and Springfield. Well, let's go over runs, hits, and errors first for the victorious San Antonio Missions. 20 runs on 27 hits, no errors. For Tulsa, 3-9-0 for runs, hits, and errors. Brett Kennedy will take the win for San Antonio, and losing pitcher will go to Russell Shipp. Well, Corpus Christi will head here to Tulsa, and San Antonio will head to Springfield. So this will just about do it for everybody here. Final San Antonio 20, Tulsa 3.